Where's the one place that we lead from, that we sell from, that when we sell or lead from this place, it it just destroys trust.
Desperation.
Desperation? Yeah, there's a bunch of them. What's the one place that just creeps up? It actually stops us from building our business. It stops us from like getting what we want because we don't trust ourselves. We what ourselves.
Fear, dread, doubt.
We doubt ourselves. Doubt is a monster. Doubt is the deepest, darkest shadow that causes us to never get what we want. So if we show up and lead in our life and our sales calls in doubt, we are drowning. We are drowning. How many know self-doubt on a call? Fucking even in life. I always relate it to life call. Yeah, me too. Me too. Um, there we go. Here comes the late comers. Self-doubt is the part of us that doubts everything. And when we doubt, nothing happens good. So here's what I want to do is I want to take self-doubt and turn that into absolute certainty, but not in a way that's conventional. We're going to do this in a very unconventional way because certainty is identity, and identity is who we believe ourselves to be. Identity is who you declare yourself to be, but it has to come from the somatic system and not come from a place of here. So we're going to turn doubt into certainty, doubt into certainty. And then I have a special gift for all of you. So make sure you stay on here. The special gift I'm going to give you toward the end. And that's how we're going to roll today. So who here is ready to truly, authentically turn doubt into certainty? Y'all put your hand on the camera. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's savage go. We're going to say savage go here. So here's the problem though. In order to do this, we got to confront the truth, right? And you all are amazing beings that have gone here for 5 days. We've got to get to the truth. Where the fuck does self-doubt show up? Because we can't create certainty if we're not clear on where we're at with where self-doubt's actually showing up. So what I want you to do is get your journals out. We got to get to the truth. For this to be most impactful, most valuable, this requires you writing this down. Okay, so we're gonna get very clear on this, and we are going to jam. So here's what I want you to write down. Okay, on a big sheet of paper, write the word self-doubt. So write the word self-doubt. Write the word self-doubt. Nice, big, and bold. Write the word self-doubt. Now, what I want you to do is write down where is the number one place in your life. It may be sales, but it might not be, and that's okay. That self-doubt shows up the most, or doubt, not even self-doubt, where doubt shows up in your life right now. Where is the one place that doubt shows up the most? Maybe it's in your relationships, in your health. Maybe it's doubting a decision that you're doubting to make. You're in indecision. Self-doubt. Where's self-doubt show up the most? Maybe starting the business you wanted. Maybe it's leaving the high ticket offer you're on to go into another one. Like the self-doubt that paralyzes the fuck out of you. And I say that language that way because I want it to penetrate the soul. Self fucking doubt is costing you. Where's the doubt? Very simple. All you know. Where does it show up? It shows up here. Write that down. Now I want you to go a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. Where does it show up and how does it show up? We got to get to the truth. We got to puncture the wound and open up some blood a little bit. It shows up here. And how does it show up in that conversation in your brain? How do you specifically doubt yourself? If you can get crystal clear to a sentence where if you declare the doubt, it no longer has power. So all of you are here because I overcame my own self-doubt about a year and a half ago. In fact, 2 years ago. Where's Tim? Is Tim on here?
Yeah,
Tim, are you on here? Ah,
yeah.
Tim. Oh, Tim. So Tim, I worked with Tim into one of Tim's programs over 2 years ago. And Tim saw me drowning in what, Tim?
Uncertainty and doubt.
Self-doubt. Fucking swamped in it, wasn't I?
Yep.
And I said, Tim, I didn't say those words, but you saw it, didn't you? You felt it.
Yes.
And I was looking up to you to not save me, but like looking for answers, looking for like I was stuck of like what's next for me because I wasn't living my passions and my gifts yet. I knew what they were, so I needed to get into a container of men with Tim, a men's container, to rise to the next level. I practice what I preach, guys. So Tim, I hired Tim, I paid Tim, we were in a container, and I got my power back as a man in that container. That's the only thing I got. And it took me from doubting to trusting that I am living in integrity with my word. Beautiful experience. And it's just, I forgot you're here. I just didn't see you, but that reminded me. That was my self doubt in that moment. So thank you, Tim, for allowing me to pay you to learn how to turn that around without actually talking about self doubt once, because we never talked about self doubt. But that's what stopped me from what? Building this movement, building this community, creating this impact. That you were the catalyst. So thank you. You were the moment. You were the decision point, and then shit created. So I want everyone to type in the chat. And this is just me coming from the front here, sharing with you guys that self doubt. Like, imagine none of you would be here. The lives I get to impact wouldn't be impacted if my self doubt continued. The cost is way too fucking high, right? So put in the chat, what is the self doubt? What's the monster? What's the monster, and where does it show up? Just taking ownership of like the shadow, self doubt monster, the shadow, and bringing it to the light. So we can transform it today. Share your mind at that moment and transform that. What is yours? I'm really curious. And then who would like to share? Anyone have like a impulse to share? Raise your hand if you'd like to share. Veronica, hi.
Hi. You, um, you have no idea
Share
how
your
much this
monster.
land.
Share your monster. Share the
Um,
monster.
you have no idea how much it lands today. I've mentioned right that I day
Mm,
trade. And I had a good week trading. I was green for the day, whatever. But right when I was gonna finish trading today, I took a trade and then I started to doubt myself. Started to doubt myself, and then I closed the trade early. And then I closed it early, and then it ran to like exactly where I thought that it was gonna go. And then I literally thought, I'm like, oh my God, like, why am I doubting myself? Right. You've been doing well, blah, 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 whatever. So when you started talking about this, I'm like, yeah, the doubt that I had in myself, the doubt that I had in my trade is like, yes, I'm doing well, but I'm trying to reach obviously certain levels, I'm sure as everyone is here. So it's like that doubt is holding me back from hitting, the potential that I know that I have. So
mm.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And you're aware of that. Self-doubt was the blocker.
Yeah.
It was the blocker. Anyone else like to share about their self-doubt, the shadow of self-doubt?
Yeah, for
Anybody?
me, the self-doubt definitely comes in from whenever I don't hit a goal, and it just becomes a spiral vicious cycle because I'm down on myself because I didn't hit the monthly goal, and then next month I'm not closing as much because I'm doubtful, and it just goes into steady decline until I have like a big win. So it definitely is like this vicious cycle that builds upon itself if I don't kind of like have a win or just step out of that zone or that mindset.
Beautiful. So good. So good. Thank you for sharing. James, you wanted to share?
Yeah, I can share mine. So my self-doubt shows
Yeah.
up around business, around like building and going all in on business, I guess. And the reason for that is it comes back to how I perceive that can potentially affect my family. So it makes me doubt whether it's the actually the right thing for me to do. And then that causes indecision and hesitation.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Thanks for the content. So there's two things we're gonna do right now. One that I'm gonna share with you. How do we get to the other side of doubt? Right? There's two things we're gonna do. Um, the number one the number one way is to understand the flip side of doubt is what? What's the opposite of doubt? Yes, there's certainty, but what is like there's this branch of certainty, right? And right, but what's underneath that? That's the building block of that. Anyone
Um,
know? It
The trust.
requires what? Doubt to
Confidence,
trust.
trust.
Yeah. Trust. Trust. So like, let me give you an example. This is like literally fucking happened right now. I'm at the airport. I missed my flight this morning, right? I had to reschedule some sessions today with some of you. I had to reschedule my whole day. And I was cool with that, right? But I wanted to make sure I got through security here to be on time for this meeting. You know, the guy that said be on fucking time yesterday, he better be on time today, right? It's like, okay, what the fuck? He's not on time. Where's this motherfucker? Where's our leader? Where's our leader? Anyway, so I got through security and I had to trust. I had doubt that I wouldn't, that the rest of the day wouldn't work out because I got stuck in 2 hours of traffic, right? Connecticut to JFK. And I just submitted to trust that even if I had to reschedule another meeting, right? Because I would have shifted it. I shifted. I would have emailed or messaged the person on WhatsApp and said, look, I need to reschedule, right? I trusted the moment. So I was in doubt for 6 seconds and I shifted to trust. I chose it. I trust this moment that this is supposed to happen this way. And I trust it's okay. And I allow myself to reschedule and not make it wrong, not make it like what's like this sucks or, into the emotion. I just transition and choose trust. I trust this moment. I trust myself. And I trust that this at 4 o'clock was going to happen. And I didn't feel rushed coming through here. I trusted that this is okay. So I'm going to pause right there because the first level to this is anytime self-doubt creeps up is the trust. Trust that everything's okay. There's no fire. The fire is in your mind and it creates worry, right? You start going to these mental loops. Everything's okay. I trust. So the mindset here is I trust. I trust myself. I trust the process and I trust my path. I trust myself. I trust the process and I trust this path that I'm on, this journey. Because trusting self is how, on a call, you will create the trust in others. So if you're doubting in your own self breakdown of self trust, it will leak out. Okay, so let's have a conversation on this. What's coming up? Anyone share?
Yeah, Patrick.
Doubt to trust. Yeah, Mark.
Yeah. So I'm like doubting my own idea that I even know my own doubt. I'm like, how could I even get to the core of my doubt? How the fuck am I going to do that?
So what if it was okay to trust where you are, Mark, at 51 years old?
Wait, say it again.
What if you could fully surrender and submit to fully trusting where you are is actually a beautiful place
Yeah.
versus doubting what you don't have or what you're missing or what you're lacking. Full submission to like, Bob, I trust this is my path.
Yeah. So that's what I wrote. That's what you kept,
This path is
you
okay.
talk through that, like
Yeah.
myself, and then the process and the path I'm on. Like, I have to appreciate this path I'm on. Because if I look back after the last 5 years, like, yeah, it's been a pretty cool upward spiral.
I bet you I could find a lot of things in your life over the last 5 years. And you and I spoke and we're friends. And I know that we could probably sit for about 3 hours and have a beer and laugh about all the amazing, amazing moments in your life in the last 5 years. We could pinpoint that you trusted. You trusted me. You trusted yourself. You trusted the other person. You trusted the process. Because all we have is this fucking moment. And if we don't trust the moment, we're not living in the moment. We're living in the future. And it sucks. Because then we look back, we're like, what the fuck? I missed out on 3 years. Like, what happened over the last 3 years? 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 3
Very
Trust the
cool.
moment. How many of you leaving here today in this challenge are going to commit to trusting the moment? Raise your hand. All of you should raise your hand. Trust the moment. How simple is that? Trust the moment. Oh my God. Most of you, I don't say most of you, I don't want to project that. A quarter of you, maybe half of you are afraid to just trust being okay, like with what is with the prospect. Just be okay with what is with the prospect. Be okay with what is with the prospect, with person. You're the one making it weird. Just trust and allow. Trust the moment and move forward. Trust the moment and move forward. If there's anything you take out of this whole hour, it's trust the moment and move forward. So trust, meet the prospect where they are, and then move them forward and lead them. Trust, submit to the moment. Trust, submit to what they say. Don't say another word. Let them speak. Let the dog run. Let it go. Let it go. Sometimes most people just need to be heard. We're human beings. Their husbands or wives don't hear them. Acknowledge them, hear them, feel them, make them feel seen and heard, and they will what? Trust you. Let them run. Let them go. Get rid of the agenda and then move them forward. Pause right there. This is another loop we're opening up. What's coming up now for you? What are you guys hearing?
Can I share something that's
For
coming
sales,
up?
for yourself. Yeah. James, share. Go ahead. We're going down
Yeah,
a rabbit hole.
I was just reflecting on this last night with my partner, like this time last year compared to where I'm at now, like personally and professionally. And I look back on that, that comes through a decision to trust you when I decided to work with you the first time round, because that just like accelerated so much of my growth and my results. And I can pinpoint where I'm at today to that time to decide to trust you and to trust myself to make that decision as well. So it's really like resonating very strongly for me. And I have so much to be grateful and thankful for over that past 12 months and even yesterday and things that occurred yesterday that I can trace back to that. So yeah, it's a really powerful moment for me.
Yeah. And I acknowledge you because I see your posts. I see you are now leading the work. You were learning the work. You with me, you lived the work, and now you're leading the work, which is the highest level of fulfillment and mastery. And I fucking acknowledge you, man. Seriously, it's fucking amazing to see where you are 12 months later because you trusted. Trust. Because you didn't have to, but you did. So, anyone else want to share on that?
Yeah,
Trust.
I'm
Conversation.
seeing
Yeah.
I'm seeing how I wrote down my money, my purpose, my health when you said where do you have doubt?
Mhm.
And I'm just seeing and connecting the dots again that all of my doubt in all of these other areas of my life is sourced in a lack of sufficient trust in myself. And that like foundationally, it's not about the money, it's not about the health, it's not about those things. That will never be doubt proof if I don't have a high degree of trust and integrity with myself.
Mhm. Yes. That's where it starts. This is why every time I'm like, it always goes back to this. And I'm just going to sit with that actually. It's beautiful. So I want you all to write down the word price. Yeah, write down the word price. What's the price you pay? By the way, these are all questions you should be asking your prospects. What's the price you pay for doubt? Remember, during a sales conversation, we're descending them into the pit. We're finding a pattern, which is the bottleneck. We talked about this yesterday. We find the pattern that's stopping them, that won't allow them to get what they want. Right. And so this is what we're doing here. Doubt is a major thing stopping most people, but also us as humans. So right now, it's important to get, well, what's the price that you pay literally to have this doubt show up in that one domain? So write that down. The price I pay is, the price that I pay is mentally, the price that you pay emotionally, the price that you pay financially. Just one price. And then who would like to share? We'll just take one share on this one.
Um, The price I pay for self-doubt is not being present
Mm.
in the moment.
Thank you for sharing that. And I'm gonna stay with you. What's the price others pay?
Um,
Other people, because this is a big one. Because your lack of ability to be present by choice, what's the impact on others? What's the price others pay?
the price other pay is that they don't achieve their financial goals to whatever that is, spend more time with their family or put their kids through private schools or whatever their um,
Yeah.
whatever their personal goals are, is that they don't reach their potential to be able to give back to the people they love.
And who's the number one person in your life that pays the biggest price, Ryan? I know who it is. Who is it for you? Because your lack of
Uh,
ability to be fully present, radically present.
it, yeah, my daughter, I would say.
Yeah. And how old is she? How's she again? Seven?
She's 7. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. What's her name?
Penelope.
Yeah. Penelope. So thank you for sharing. I want all of you to get really clear, and just Ryan beautifully demonstrated the price that others pay and who pays the price more. How does it, who pays the price and how? Who pays the price and how? This self-doubt, who pays the price and how? And it could be a prospect because you show up in self-doubt and you doubt to ask the certain question on the call to go anywhere and everywhere with the prospect. They fucking suffer. They suffer and stay at the 9 to 5 for the next 5 years because of your self-doubt. They pay the price. Isn't that crazy? How you have the ability to transform someone's life, but it's your own self-doubt that gets in the way of that transformation. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Put your hand on the camera. You know what I'm talking about. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's real. Good. Now we're going to turn it around. Okay, we're going to turn it around. So here, certainty is built not from hype. It's internal. It's always internal. And that's why we have to go internal today when we talk about it. So how is this built internally? How do we go from self-doubt to certainty and trust in self? This is what I learned over my years in this work. After doing thousands of hours of so much internal work in all around the world, it comes to knowing who you are. That's it. If you know who you are, you trust yourself. You trust your impulses. You trust your decisions. You trust at the level that it is non-negotiable. No one can interfere with your standards because you know them. Nobody can interfere with your gifts and passions. No one can fuck with them. You're not like saying you're not guarding them. You're giving them out to the world, but they were so embodied. Like all the successful leaders you guys know, like you see who they are. You know who they are because they don't hide it, right? You're like, I want that. I want that, and that's inspiring. It's because they know who they are and they trust themselves. Okay, so from here, what I want to do is an exercise to create an identity. We're going to do an identity imprinting exercise. This is the biggest gift I can give all of you to leave this challenge with, is to imprint the identity of who you are. So we're going to discover this through a process. So I want you to write down over the next 3 minutes. I want you to write down the top 10 qualities that make up who you are. So take about 2 minutes. Just jot them down real fast. These are the top, and use this words. This is powerful. These are the top qualities that make up who I am. The God-given gifts that make up who I am. For me, I'm enthusiastic. I'm passionate. I'm a creator. Like you can't take that away from me. I love to create, right? I own it. I'm a creator. I am passionate. I am confident, right? I'm a powerful man. That's who I am. I'm authentic. I'm transparent, right? I'm enthusiastic, right? I'm a father, which is an identity. It's is a role. It's not a quality. It's just giving you an idea. It's not a quality. That's not, we're going qualities that make up who we are. Who are you? We're the top 10. We forget. We forget who we are. We make it like this big thing we have to go up a mountain and figure out. We don't. You guys already know what it is. Top 10. This is you with you without even trying. It's like, yeah, that's what I am. Like, God, that's who I am. Nobody, like, that's me. Okay. Now, I want you to look at that list. I want you to look at it and ask yourself in the last 7 days, what is the percentage that you showed up in all of those gifts of who you are? Like 80%, like in all interactions, in everywhere you went, in all sales calls, like the congruency of who you are versus how you show up. Think about that. Who you really are versus how you really show up everywhere, not selectively in some everywhere. I'm in the fucking airport. I got 50 people looking at me right now. 50. I'm showing up how I show up everywhere and anywhere all the time. This is who I am. What they're thinking, like, I don't know, come over here. Let's all come together and do some work. Like, bring them all over here. I'm not changing who I am, but I know who I am. So who are you? Right? Where do you, like, what's that percentage? Put it in the chat. What's that percentage? And I'm not kidding. There's like 100 people over here, right over here sitting around. Like, okay, hello. Version of me 2 years ago would have been terrified. Like, I'm going in the corner and hiding. I'm going in the corner and hiding. It's true. Let's see what we got in the chat. This is massive for some of you. This is like, holy fuck. This is
That's
who I
fucking
am. This is
eye-opening.
how I'm showing up. What the fuck? I know. I know. It's like I'm denying my own self. Ryan, what's coming up for you? Talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I'm writing down these things and I'm like, no, I haven't been that. No, I haven't been that. No, where's that? Why is that missing? What's going on? Because I can remember times in my life where, I have been, truly happy and funny and contagious and charming and passionate. And it's just like, okay, I have that, but I've left out this, and this, right? And yeah, it's a big old 50%, I could honestly say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's sad.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's a
You
realization.
know why it's exciting? Because it's like now we get to reinvent ourselves every fucking moment. So now
Mhm.
we get to show up it's after this call and all those things because we already have the trust there. We just forgot who we are without trying. There's nothing to do. It's just to allow those parts to come out everywhere. The moment I did this like I was in a similar experience with Tim. So I worked a lot with Garrett White. You guys know Garrett White, Wake Up Warrior. Garrett White. I was in all of his systems and programs. Same with Mark. We all know each other in that space. And I did an experience called Soul Purpose Blueprint. Did you do that, Tim and Mark? So did you guys do that in person? So we
Yeah,
did the
multiple times.
3 days in person, multiple times. And the only thing I took from it was this: I was denying who I am as a man. The one thing was my enthusiasm. I remember I flew out to California 2022. I did the experience and I just was like, it wasn't okay to be enthusiastic on a sales call. That was when I'm getting out of the NEBQ script days. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm denying my enthusiasm. And I just started showing up just like this, like, right? Me. And I started closing more deals. I was like, this is okay. I was validating. They liked it. I'm like, okay, this is me. This is okay. I went to this weird identity shift, but it's because of that one event that woke that up, that animal, that beast. So what's alive for you guys right now? Share. This is a big moment for some of you. What's alive? What else is coming up?
Is someone trying to share?
Floor is
I'll share.
open.
I'll share.
Okay.
When I was writing the 10 qualities, I was smiling. I was like, oh, cool. Like, this is who I am, you know? And then when you asked us to put a number next to it, I got like emotional. And I was like, oh man, why do I allow myself to hide my identity when things aren't going my way? And so I just stood quiet staring at the page like, oh crap.
That's your 2.0. It's your king. It's your queen. Dude, you forgot about me, man. What the hell? It's like he was always there. There's nothing to do. Yeah. Beautiful. Just to keep things moving today, I want you to now go to the 10. Take a moment, like breathe, slow down, look down, get the pen, and I want you to circle the top three. What are the top three that are inarguable? That if you showed up when you show up this way, life is just fire. People around you are like, you're magnetizing. You're a magnet. So for me, it's presence. My presence is a magnet. Me and connection is a magnet. And my enthusiasm is a magnet. Those are like probably my top three. Presence. What are your top three? The ones if you were showed up in these ways over in the next call, sales call, or in life, or with your partner, you'd be like, I don't know who this man is, or this woman. Who is this person? Oh, it's me. Like, are you trying to put a mask on? No, it's me. It's me. Hello. All right. Top three. All right, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Creator, builder, leader. Yeah. Amazing creator. Yeah, owning the creator. Imagine owning the creator and then the builder. You create something, you build it, and then you lead it. Imagine if that's the only thing you did for the next 12 months. Is you just own those, you imprinted those, but you leveraged those. And all you did every day was the intention was those three things. You're doing nothing else but those three things. Like millions and millions of dollars. And the result is impacting people's lives. Amazing, right? Ambitious, honest, passionate, driven. Yes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this and then we're going to imprint it. Okay. Each of us are going to stand up and we're going to declare out loud and imprint this in our nervous systems. Now I want you to be careful because the 1.0, the mind wants to like get trapped here and that you want to come from here. When you come from here, it's not real. You're having your mind wants to like say no, 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 but your body wants to like feel it and express it. And I want you to go all in and express it, right? And take it from mind to body. And what's going to require for most of you, if not all of you, is to stop thinking. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. And just go, right? How do we know when you're there? Is when you're like your arms are moving. If you're like this, right? It's nothing's happening. It's you're stuck. It's like you're stuck over here and you just gotta get it out, right? You gotta get it out. Ah, right? Gotta get it out. Gotta get it out. I am, right? So like what is it? A contagious healing believer. I am a contagious healing believer, right? I'm a leading confident. I'm leading, I'm confident, I'm positive. So you say with I am the three. I am leading, I'm a leader, I'm confident, and I'm a positive person. I'm a leader. So get yours right now and put it into a way that like the through line of the identity is clear. So I'm a leader, I am confident, and I'm a positive person. So end it with a man, person, or leader. I'm a courageous healer and believer, believing man. right? So it'd be that. I'm a liberating, passionate, courageous man, right? I'm a genuine, uh, don't give a shit, and integrous man, right? You see that? You see how it comes off the tongue? It's got to. This identity imprinting's got to come off the tongue. It's got to be like boom. It's like, hello, hi, I'm an integrous, connected, loving man. It's got to come out. It's got to flow, right? All you guys do this. Ready? Here we go. Flow with me. Flow with me. Just go. If you're thinking about it, you're in your mind's like telling you not to do this. Right? Just go. Yeah. Oh, everyone's like, hello, everybody in the airport. Like, who fucking cares, right? It doesn't matter, right? Let them. I hope they all do this with me, right? This is just getting out of your heads. How about a little bit more? How about a little bit weird? A little bit weird. A little bit weird. Like, how about some like more weird, more weird, more weird, right? How about like really weird? Like, really, like were you smiling? Like, what's that guy doing in the chat? Yeah, here we go. Well, when you're not in your head is when you're smiling. What if you showed up on a Zoom call smiling? You ever seen a salesperson smile on a Zoom call? I haven't. What the fuck? Smile. It'll make you more money. I'm not kidding. More money is by smiling. More smiling, more money. All you guys say this out loud. More smiling, more money. More
More
smiling. Come on.
smiling,
More
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 smiling,
money.
more
smiling, more
money.
money.
More smiling, more
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 money.
smiling,
smiling,
Okay.
more
more money.
money.
Who knows it's true? Raise your hand. Just be honest. You know it's true? Like it's true, right?
I had a
Okay.
sticky note. I had a sticky note right here that said smile, smile, smile. Actually just took it off because I started getting a little bit worn out, but I had that for years there. Smile, smile,
Yeah.
smile. Hanging
Yeah.
on my monitor.
It's we forget it's available and it's
Yeah.
influential. It's magnetic. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We have about 10 minutes. We're gonna go to about 12 minutes. And the way we'll do this is just we're gonna go. It's not about being perfect, not about looking good. It's do it in your own way. It's not bad, it's not wrong. We're not gonna perfect it. It doesn't matter. However you want to own it. If you want to bark like a chicken and do it, if you want to dance, if you want to do it in your own fun way, your unique way. You just want to say you're grounded and own it. If you want to scream it out loud, it doesn't matter. But I want it to be a stretch, meaning it's a little uncomfortable, actually, a lot uncomfortable. The more uncomfortable, the more it becomes who you are. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Lane. Okay. And Lane's gonna go once, but he's not. He's actually gonna go multiple times until like at least half the room is enrolled in it. So enrolled means your hands up. If you're enrolled in what he's saying, put your fucking hand up. Enrolled means like you feel it, he's in his body, you feel it's who he is, and he's owning the fuck out of it. All right. Don't sell him short, love on him. All right. Lane knows what I'm talking about here. We're gonna love on him. Okay. And then Lane's gonna pick the next person. All right. All right. Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
Well, I only need one. I'm a courageous, loving, resilient leader.
Yes. Raise your hand if you're enrolled. I mean, you see it. It's who he is. You feel it. You feel it. You feel it, right? You fucking feel it. Yes. All right. You get
Let's
to
go.
choose.
Kevin, you're next.
I am an energetic, genuine, and creative man. There's the king of writing catchy four-chord songs.
If you're enrolled, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay. Awesome job,
All right.
Kevin. Awesome job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Matthew, you're next.
Okay, I've got to be a little bit quiet because of the family, but let's do this. Oh, okay. I'm a strong, I'm a charming, and I'm an intrigued man.
Mm. Everyone say yes, you are afterwards. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Matthew.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
Okay.
are.
That's
Thank you. Joshua. Joshua Lim.
Okay, cool.
So it's 6 a.m. but I'll still do my best. I'm a genuine, I don't give a fuck, and I'm an integrous man.
Yes, you are.
You are.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you are.
Let's go with Ryan.
All right. Put my wireless in. Got ready. All right. I'm a driven, honest, and passionate man.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you
Yes,
are.
you
Yes,
are.
you
You
are.
are.
Who's the next
Oh, I
man
gotta
or
pick.
woman?
Let's go with Vincent. Let's go with Vincent.
I'm a present, energetic, and passionate man.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
Yes, you
You
are.
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 Yes, you are.
I'll go to Andrew.
All right, that's me. I'm alone, so I can make noise. I'm gonna go jump by my Christmas tree. I am an ambitious, generous, and dedicated man. Oh yes, oh
Yes,
yes.
you
Yes,
Oh,
you
Yes,
are.
you
yeah.
are.
Hard.
And let's go with Pat.
Okay. I am a hardworking, disciplined, and kind man.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Well,
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Nestor, I think you haven't gone yet.
All right. Let's do it. I'm a confident, smart, caring man.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
are.
are.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you are.
Let's go, Veronica.
I knew you were going to do that.
Mhm.
Best lady. I am a resilient, present, compassionate woman.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
are.
are.
Yes, you are.
yes, you are.
I will pick Tim. I think he hasn't gone.
I'm a passionate and courageous liberator.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
Yes,
are.
Yes,
you
you
are.
are.
Trayvon, you haven't gone yet?
Not yet. I'm a creator, builder, and leader of a man. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
Yes,
are.
you
Yes,
are.
you are.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I choose Vincent.
I'm a present, energetic, and passionate man.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you are.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Daniel.
I am a confident, caring leader.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you
Yes, you
are.
Yes,
are.
you are.
Oh. Who? James, have you gone?
No, I can go.
There we go.
So I'm a connected, I'm a curious, and I'm a passionate man.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you are.
are.
Was that me?
Is that
Yeah.
Oscar?
Okay, cool. Let's
Oh
do it.
yeah.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Mark, go.
Let's go. Let's go. I don't even know what I wrote, but I'm just gonna like feel it right now. I am a curious, healing, believing man.
Yes, you are.
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 Say the next one. Yeah.
Oscar, did you go?
No,
Let's
I
do it.
am a confident, positive leader.
Yes,
You
you are.
are.
Yes, you are.
You are.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Which one will talk
Who's,
next?
who's next? Who didn't go yet? Anyone didn't go yet?
And
Everybody
Christopher
go?
didn't go.
Christopher?
I'll
Christopher?
jump in. What's up, everybody? I am a magnetic, caring,
and confident man.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
are.
Yes,
are.
you
Yes,
are.
you
Yes,
are.
you are. I think it's everybody.
Everybody? Awesome. Okay. This is it. We did it. End of the challenge. This is the end. You guys completed it. For those that you're still here, this is the biggest gift I can give you. It is the gift of remembering who the fuck you are. This is the gift. There's another gift I'll give you shortly, but this is the gift. And so I want to hear from some of you guys. What is the biggest thing that you took over the last 5 days? And it's not over. We're going all the way through to 12 noon tomorrow to make this like an even day. So it's not over. You can, if you're selling tomorrow, it's still going to happen to tomorrow. So we still have that also. But what's the biggest thing that you're taking this week that shifted? Maybe own your shift. Own your shift. What shifted in you? Because the takeaway is here. The shift is here. What shifted this week for you?
Yeah,
Anyone
I'd
can
like to
share. Own
share.
your shift. Yeah.
Yeah, biggest shift for me throughout this challenge has been it's more important of who I show up on a call and in life as opposed to the things I say or the frameworks I memorize. It's about how I enroll a prospect into my frame as to how I show up on a call. That's been the biggest realization for me.
Yeah, I could.
I'd like to go next.
Oh, Pat, you go ahead. I'll go
Yeah,
next.
yeah. Just what Vincent said, a little bit similar to me. I've been on a new offer for like a month, five weeks, and I keep like tweaking my script and the questions, kind of the frameworks and things like that. But I think the biggest thing is that like I need to be showing up in a different way. It's not the script, it's not the pitch, it's not the price drop. It's like it comes down to like who I am on those calls.
Yeah, I'm thinking something very similar to Pat. Have also had a lot of changes in my script, and it's like tweaking to see what works best. But even with this past exercise, being in my body, like going back there and screaming out to the neighborhood, that was pretty liberating, and it gets me to thinking that it's just about being in my body and not being in my head. If I'm in my head, then I'm just not there for the prospect. I'm not there to help them. I'm thinking, how do I make this person feel more confident or make this person feel more logically convinced that they need to move forward? Things like that instead of showing up. So that's me.
Cool. I'll go next. Two really big takeaways, I guess. One is that it's okay to be you. Something that you've been saying this week is what's really resonated with me is that, when you started doing Jeremy Miners and EPQs and all that stuff like that, it wasn't you. Um, Somewhere along the line, I learned to be a different person when I'm on sales calls. But the truth is how I started selling, and it works for me, is that because I'm compassionate, I'm funny, I laugh, I'm having a good time, and it's always told it's got to be that balance. There's got to be that balance between being business and fun, and you got to have that balance. And I'm always so focused on being what I was told I should be, but when it comes down to it, it's okay to be me because people buy from me, not someone
Mm.
else. And the second thing I guess I'll throw in there is that it's okay to trust others. It's okay to ask for help.
Mm.
Yeah, those are my two things.
I want to share.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of really valuable things that I learned during the whole week. But I think the one that has really stuck is, our 1.0 version and our 2.0 version, and it's like who we want to be and how we want to show up. And even like the other day, I was like doing something and I'm like, oh, Vero, you're being your 1.0 right now. And like I immediately was like, okay, snap out of it. And I think it's also nice because like me, Lane, Ryan, and Nestor all work together. And then today Ryan was like, we had our sales call at 9 a.m. and Ryan was like, I gotta hop off. I have a call right now. And then I was like, come on, Ryan, show up as your 2.0 version. It's nice because we all have something to connect with now. And now we all have that in common and we're like using it in like our sales team channel. And it's like, do this and show up as your 2.0 version. So I think that was super valuable.
Yeah, I love that as well. And obviously we're integrating it into our culture already.
Yeah.
And I was integrating it into my drive today. And there was something that happened right in front of me, and I was like, okay, am I responding 1.0 or am I responding 2.0? So it's already everywhere. I'm complete.
Yeah, I want to share. I think this week, like, I think most of the time I try and hide from my weaknesses or from, um, I guess from like the shadow. And I've just sort of like spoke the truth to myself, and it hurts, but like I've just accepted the truth, you know? Um, and I'm building more trust for myself because of that.
I'll share. So for me, my biggest takeaway is just about trust. Trust myself, trust the moment, trust the process, trust the path, trust the person. The opposite of that is just costs too many people. It's incalculable what that can cost other people. And yeah, so that's my biggest takeaway.
I'd like to share. For me, my greatest takeaway was realizing how much invisible weight that I put on myself for no reason at all. It's just kind of like the story that I was continuing to tell myself, and to just be able to let that go and start trusting myself, the process, and where I'm currently at in life has been like the biggest shift for me.
Amazing. We'll keep it with that. Thank you all for sharing and owning the truth that was always there, that this challenge was able to uncover. This was exactly where I wanted to land. This was my intention. If I had called this the be more view, make more sales challenge, none of you probably would be here, right? So by the way, I met you at, going back to yesterday's training, I met you at the surface level mind of where you're at, the surface level problem. Remember surface level pain, secret level pain, and source level pain. I met you where you're at and gave you exactly what you needed, the real diagnosis to solve what the real problem that you want to solve. You guys see how that works? Your love is a pain, right? You meet them where they are, surface level. You let the dog run. You talk about it. You expose a secret pain, which we did this week a little bit. Secret pain. You talked through some secret pain, and then we went into the source pain, right? The real bottlenecks holding us back from actually getting what we want, more money. So you can see that in real action in real time. That's the whole challenge was created this way. And it was created from activating my gifts, my superpowers, which is creating something from nothing. And this is how this existed. So I encourage all of you to take all of this to your world and to your life. You will do it. I know you will do it. It's who you are. But you don't have to try anything. You don't need to do anything. And I want to do two things before we wrap this up. We got 5 minutes. One is I want to give you a gift with a clause. With a clause. So I say a clause. I realized this week I gave a lot of frameworks out, and some of them I didn't give you the blueprint, meaning like the actual course behind it, which is like the video breaking it down, the Savage Closing Framework. I have a whole curriculum course behind it. I have stage 1 broken out, 2, 3. I have it all broken out. I also have, when we audit our ways of being, I have an entire course I created of how to audit yourself and be a surgeon and look at your lens of how to look at yourself in a way to course correct yourself on a call, how to audit your own calls like a surgeon for you, for how you who's behind the actual call. I'm going to give those all to you guys. In exchange, I say exchange. In return, what I request inside of that is just share your experience. I have a video ask link. I'll drop it right now and just share. It's like a minute, 3 minutes about your experience about working with me, being in this challenge. As I'm just spreading this to the world and I want more people to know about it. It's just the 3 minute, 2 minute share. So once you do that, hit me up on WhatsApp and then I'll give you access to the multiple different actual master blueprints of these that you guys will have. And there's 3 of them specifically I'll give you. All right, is that cool, guys? Is that fair? Yeah? Okay, cool. So I would drop that here, video ask. I'll put it in the WhatsApp too. And spread this, right? Obviously, if you this work is so powerful. And so spread this. If you know any sales teams that this could be good for, that like this is the work, this is magical for more sales teams. And I want to bring this work more to the world. Sales teams, people in general. One more thing. I'm highly considering doing something that I think would be extremely beneficial for the next version of impact that I want to create in the world. And until this moment, to work with me, there's a larger price tag. There's a lot of immersion, a lot of experience, and those spots have filled up. All 5 have filled up. So congrats to those that are inside that program. Now, I'm considering opening up a Savage Inner Circle, which basically you get access to parts. You get access to the this every day. This every day, basically inside the inner circle, because come Monday the challenge is going to close, including the WhatsApp group. So you get that. Imagine having that energy every day. Imagine having that momentum every day, and getting access to what we did for 5 days, like this, inside what I call the war room every week. We do this every week for 3 hours. What you experienced for 5 days, we do this every week for 3 hours for the last 12 months. So you would get access to that, and you get access to that, right? Does that interest anyone? Just that? I'm just curious. Just the war room, and just the essentially it's the mastermind, the community, the WhatsApp, right? Essentially, I'm just curious. Just seeing what interest there is. If there is, hit me directly and just let me know. Hey, Savage Inner Circle interests me, right? This way I can get a lot more people in, and I'm just curious in who that would benefit, who would be interested in that. I'm considering that for next year. That's all. If that interests you, let me know. We got 1 minute. Let's check out with one word. Start with Lane. One word checkout, and as soon as you leave Lane, and anyone else leaves next, literally just disappear off the camera and just fade away and leave. Last person standing.
2.0.
And choose the next person. Okay. Next person choose.
Grateful. James.
Trust the process.
Trying to go. You say.
He didn't say
Person?
anyone. He just left.
I'll go for it. He chose me. Trust.
Say the person.
Present.
Choose the next person.
Identity.
Driven. Vince.
Energized. Kevin.
Savage. Nestor.
Trust. Oscar.
Do what?
I can go. Mine is trusting. Miller wants to say one too.
Happy.
Yes.
I would say hopeful. I definitely hopeful.